What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Double G Gaming and back to NBA 2K17 Mygm mode with the Houston Rockets. And before this video gets started, go ahead and subscribe and follow us on Twitter. Link will be in the description. And give the video a thumbs up if you want. You don't have to, but it's recommended that you do. So anyway, today we are back at it again, going up against the Washington Wizards and the Toronto Raptors in these two games that are coming up. This is before the All-Star break. And in the next video, I will be showing you some of the All-Star break activities that I took a part of. It was the dunk contest and the three-point contest, and it's gonna be mixed in with more regular season games. So it's not gonna be the All-Star break in its entirety. It's gonna be broken up into pieces. So without further ado, let's get back right into this gameplay. As David Lee gets us a layup in there, and as you saw in the beginning of the gameplay, I traded for Tony Parker for I think it was Nikola Mirotic and somebody else. Might have been Montrell Harris, but I needed a better point guard than I had. I think it was Patrick Beverley who was starting for me, and I did not want that to continue. I have Tyus Jones coming off the bench, so hopefully if Tony Parker's contract is coming up at the end of this season, I'm gonna make Tyus Jones my starter. And if he has, I'll just keep him until his contract runs out, and then that whenever that happens, that's when I'll make Tyus Jones my starter. So, and it'll be better if it ends this season, because I really want to get started on that project that I wanted. I want Tyus Jones to be one of the best players in the NBA. So hopefully that happens for me. But until then, let's just work with what we have. We are in the playoff picture, right before the playoffs, and look at that. Kyle Korver shoots a three. He drills it, but we're still down by 6. Like I said, we're still in the playoff picture. We're like in the middle, kind of top middle-ish, if you will, like 3rd to like 6th seed, somewhere in there. I need to find a way to put the standings in this video. I might do that for the next one, but we're in 3 to 6. I didn't see what because I usually put like the beginning of the video. I show you guys like the beginning of the game where they show the record, but when I'm doing my intro, I tend to not look at the screen, so then like I don't know what the hell is going on at the beginning. So I'll try to show you guys the standings next video. But let's see here. James Harden off the fast break, hands it off to Terrence Ross for a 360. Was that 360? I think that was 360 for a 360 jam. We're down by 9 points though at the half. Remember, we are playing 6-minute quarters, so that's why it's such low scoring, 27 to 18. So now Covington now. When did I trade for Covington? Was it this gameplay or the one before this? David Lee can't stop. Who is that? Bradley Beal getting in the paint. So now they increase their lead 31 to 18. Tony Parker has the ball. Gets it off to James Harden. James Harden playing around Bradley Beal. He gets a jumper to fall. And now let's see what we can do now in the third quarter. Tyus Jones back in the game. He has no points. I tend not to shoot with him because of the sliders. I don't want to like fuck up his percentage. I want to take shots when I can with him, but like I don't want to force shots like I do with like guys like James Harden or Kyle Korver even. He might be like halfway open. And, like see like there, right there. I could have probably pulled up. I would have pulled up if it was James Harden or Kyle Korver, but not with Tyus Jones. He was wide open there. I took it and I made it. Those are the types of shots I want to get off with him. Get his percentage up. Get his overall up. I don't know how the overall works in this game, but I think if you have good stats, you'll get better. So now we're still down by 11 points here, and it doesn't help that we're leaving guys wide open and letting them get rebounds and putting them back in. So now they increase their lead back up to 15. Now Tony Parker has the ball. We're back on offense. Let's see what we can do here. David Lee sets a screen. Get it back to him. Get it back to Tony Parker, and he lays it in for us. And now James Harden has the ball one more time. Let's see if we can get somewhat of a lead back. Look at that step back 3 from James Harden. 8 points on the game so far. Not that impressive, seeing that we're in the fourth quarter already and he only has 8 points. Oh, look at that. James Harden just walks right into the paint as the bench goes crazy for that because they can't believe how wide open he got. Tony Parker with the steal. Terrence Ross gets it back to Tony Parker, and Parker will lay it back in for us. Perfect release. He gets into the camera. He's not a showman, but he'll show you what he's made of. And not right there. Actually, come on. You have to get that rebound, Tony. And Bradley Beal gets his rebound, puts it back in. I don't think that was Bradley Beal. Yeah, hold on. Who is that? It's like Bradley Beal and then somebody who's covering. No. Bradley Beal was covering James Harden, and then like. Oh, Trey Burke. They kind of look the same. I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but like in the game, they kind of look the same. I remember back in like NBA 2K, like back for the old gen, the Xbox 360, there used to be like 3 players that looked the same. It was like Danny Green. Who's the guy from the Celtics? Backup shooting guard. Well, I won't get into it. But there was like 3. They had like 3 pictures that all looked the same, and I was like, "Who? Why are these pictures all over the place?" As Terrence Ross hits a 3 to bring us to within 3, with less than 2 minutes left in the game. Can we hold them off and get the lead back? Oh, he missed it, but once again, Marcin Gortat gets the rebound and puts it back in, increasing their lead back to 5. Come on, we need to do something here. James Harden has 12 points only. He gets back in the lane for another layup. James Harden has been getting in the lane easily in this half. And then again, Robert Covington gets the rebound. We take it back up the court with Terrence Ross. Tony Parker shoots a 3. He drills it to tie up the game. That is what I want to see. Remember when our sliders were kind of crazy? I think I might have gone overboard because Tony Parker, I don't know about that shot that he made there. Oh, look at this. Terrence Ross. He makes it to tie it back up with a free throw. 15 seconds left in the game, though. And our opponents are going to have the ball. So let's see what happens here. Are we going to go to overtime? Are they going to shoot and make? It bounces around the rim, but it finally drops in. They go back up 2. And now they go back up by 4. After we had to foul them because we missed the shot. We missed the shot. They got the rebound, so we had to foul them. So then they made their free throws. They're up by 4. We have the ball. Let's see what we can do here. James Harden pulls up for a 3. Can he make it? Nope. And that's going to seal the deal for us. We will not come out with the win, but that was a somewhat good comeback. We made it all the way back to tie it, and we didn't have enough to tie it back up again because they were up 56-54. We couldn't tie it back up, and then they got the lead 58-54, and we couldn't come back from that with such little time left. And there you see Marcin Gortat receives the player of the game with 12 points, 13 rebounds, and 1 assist. Unless that was 13 assists and 1 rebound. I'm telling you, when this screen pops up and I'm talking, I should be paying attention, but I don't. The only time I pay attention is when the gameplay is actually going. But we come out with another loss there. I'm still blaming it on the sliders because the sliders are pissing me off right now. So now we move on to a game against the Toronto Raptors, and we have, let's see, our record 22-16. I don't know what the standings are, but 22-16 is over 500 in the West. That should be enough to get us in the 8th seed at least, if we're not higher. But I think we are higher. I think we're 3-6, somewhere in between there. So there you see the starting lineup: Tony Parker, James Harden, Robert Covington. As Terrence Ross gets a steal for the slam dunk, but he misses. Covington gets the ball back. Tony Parker, or David Lee, gets it off to James Harden for a 3. And now, since we just get to the second half, I believe this game was a blowout. I don't know on whose side it was, but I'm just going to show you my top player highlights, which was James Harden. Who else would it be? As he pulls up for a 2-pointer there, 3-pointer. After hitting a 3-pointer, I should say, earlier in the first quarter. And then he just easily gets back in the lane like he was in the last game. And look at that. How many points? He wasn't even in the halftime report for the best player on our team. We're not down by that much, 35-30, but this probably gets out of hand because I don't do this unless I'm down by like 20. I don't skip the entire game unless I'm down by like 20. So look at that. Robert Covington gets that swat there. Then probably to James Harden for that easy layup. Not easy, but that was an alley-oop layup. I hate this game because every time you want to go for like a special play, look at that David Lee. Oh, he dies with the ball, but Beverly still gets it. And then David Lee gets it right back. James Harden getting defended by number 6 on the Raptors, but he plays around with him for a while before getting into the lane. As I was saying with the alley-oops, sometimes you want to do like a alley-oop dunk, right? And he's like wide open. Like there shouldn't be a reason why they don't connect for an alley-oop dunk. And then like all of a sudden they just go for an alley-oop layup. Like why do you lay it up? Just dunk it. I hate like how many times I go for an alley-oop and they always lay it up. Like fucking dunk it, please. Especially because since I've been doing the holiday compilations, I try to go for as many like in the just normal games that I play, but like on my free time, like I try to go for so many alley-oops so I can put those things in the compilation. But they always go for layups. I'm like, fuck this, man. I need the highlights for the compilation. But I'll get over it. Hopefully they change some of these. God, NBA 2K17 really fell off. Like, I don't really like this game in terms of gameplay. Like obviously graphics and stuff are there, like graphics and like the halftime report, the TV presentation is all there, but just the gameplay itself, I'm not a big fan of. And there you see us falling to the Raptorios, like I said, 70-57 a blowout. But James Harden had a good game, I believe, or else I want to put him on my highlights. He had at least 15 points. Let's see here. He did not get the player of the game. But for the second straight game in this gameplay, my opponent got the player of the game. 11.7 assists, 1 rebound for Kyle Lowry. And we're just continuing on this downhill path. Even though when I simulate, they're winning the games, but I can't get like through these sliders. I can't understand them. I keep switching them, but I can't come up with a good formula. But hopefully for the next gameplay I can. Remember, it is going to be after the All-Star break, and I'm going to be sprinkling a little bit of the All-Star festivities in there. But until then, thanks for watching. Give the video a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe, and follow us on Twitter. With that being said, hope you enjoyed. See y'all motherfucking bitches. But yeah, so later. Here are a couple stats, league leaders, standings, and stuff like that. So if you guys want to continue watching that, go ahead. But signing out now. See you on the next video.